extra easy.
What do you do this time? He big tripping. So for those who don't know what's going on, Ja Morant, star point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies in the NBA. He's been going through a little bit of trials and tribulations off the court as of late. This all kind of started last year where he got into a physical altercation with a 17-year-old that resulted in him potentially, allegedly, pulling out a firearm. And then also there's an ongoing investigation, or was an ongoing investigation with some people that he was accompanied by that pulled out something, and it was a laser that was on the face of Indiana Pacers
and then
staff member.
Mom got in a dispute at a mall.
According to a report obtained by the Washington Post, Ja Morant's mother got into an argument with an employee at Finish Line and called her son. So what does any son do in this situation? Ja Morant pulled up 9 dudes deep to the Memphis Mall and wanted to have a conversation, I guess, with this Finish Line employee. As the group was leaving the premises, Ja Morant said, "Let me find out what time he gets off," police wrote in the report. The guard wanted to file a report, police wrote, because he felt threatened by the statement from Ja Morant. Ja Morant's about to sign a $200-300 million contract, and in his free time, he's thinking about jumping a minimum wage Finish Line worker.
And then it peaked though, like a week ago when Ja Morant was at a club or some type of event after they played the Nuggets.
Them niggas on BT, bro.
Well, before we get to that,
to say.
he was dancing. It seemed like he throwing up gang signs and then putting a firearm next to his face, telling you he really about that business. Now, first and foremost, when it comes to the strip club picture, the niggas who are posting that, you're fucking certified losers.
Nah, in the strip
you're
club,
losers.
you're done, buddy.
You're losers. You're losers. No, I'm talking about the niggas who posted the picture, like who grabbed the picture and like they showed the money all over the place.
Oh yeah, that's weird too.
Yeah, y'all fucking.
But
weird,
also that
bro.
strip club, like, who would want to go there again?
That is a fact. Like now, y'all just lost like a lot of like promo behind it because you had somebody who was selling images to like TMZ or some of these outlets. After all those events have transpired, Ja Morant has been suspended. Not only has he been suspended, but also some revenue has been taken away from him. Powerade decided to pull some of his ads as well, which is kind of tough. And there's also some potential that may be suspended in other realms as well. He still has not returned back to the Memphis Grizzlies either. So I want to say this first and foremost, because there's two sides to this convo. To the first side, what Ja Morant is doing is dumb. You agree? I think essentially what he's doing is stupid. Stop.
It's dumb, but it's hilarious.
It's dumb. It's dumb. But it's hilarious for you because it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not you. Like imagine if somebody, like imagine if me or Davis or Kai or somebody else was like doing stupid stuff like that. You'd be like, all right, let me pull you aside and let's have this conversation.
Correct.
Because it's dumb.
It's dumb.
It's dumb.
But
there's no way you would see me in a strip club waving a gun and you'd be like, that nigga's hilarious.
How do you even get the gun in there?
I have no idea actually.
Because they don't let you bring guns.
I have no idea. The other question is, how did he transfer a gun to Denver?
That was in Denver?
That was in Denver, yeah.
Oh my
that's the big reason why he hasn't been brought back yet, because they're trying to figure out there was an ongoing investigation.
They dropped it.
They dropped the investigation specifically for the club.
Yo, this nigga Ja is on different timing.
On like how did he get a gun from Denver? Okay. So that's the reason. Those are all reasons why it's dumb, because like you're putting yourself in situations that are not advantageous to somebody who's a rising up and coming star that's earning millions of dollars. And it just seems as if like, I don't know Ja at all, but it seems as if like you may be surrounded by the wrong crowd or being influenced in a negative way, because that's just all bad decisions. And you know, he has his father, he has his mother in his life. They have like sound decision makers in his life. So it's not as if like I can't say, oh, he grew up without a dad. Like no, like he's there. I'm pretty sure his father would tell him like, yo, what are you doing, dog? Like let's chill out for us. Stupid, bad decisions. Even though you're entertained by it.
Everyone's entertained by it.
Are you?
Everyone is.
Are you entertained by the tweets as well when he be saying we tweets crazy stuff?
Bro, I love Ja Morant.
You love Ja Morant?
Bro, he's the whole Memphis team is just a bottle of fucking entertainment. Dylan, what's his name?
Dylan Brooks.
That nigga is a demon, bro.
Why is this role player getting quotes off every day on Bleacher Reports? It's hilarious.
But it's only funny when it's on the court though. When he's taking it outside the court and he doing that shit.
It's just potentially dangerous, but niggas is entertained by it. That's why people give it attention. I just think there's an obsession with struggling.
Yes, I agree.
This nigga's middle class, bro.
Not well. He probably grew up middle class, but right now, without a doubt, he's a
not no more.
Yeah.
He grew up middle class though, but like for some reason that's not okay.
I don't know why it's not.
You have to struggle more. So he's talking like the way he talks to people is like he's really been through it.
I can't show y'all the other vibes. Shit. Just know that shit attached to the game. Just know them motherfuckers attached to the game. Y'all can't see them vibes though.
Yeah. Everyone has their struggles. We don't know what he's been through.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he talks like he's from areas that he's not. He talks like he's from places that he's not. And like it is hilarious to me. And it's hilarious because I know a lot of
niggas like that, man.
I grew up in a good area and I grew up middle class and
Ain't gotta be like that, bro.
Like
But
they
it's
had it
just
tougher than they did.
doing
I
it
know
for
where
no
you grew
reason.
up, I know where you live.
We know somebody too.
Who?
In his house.
Who? Oh, Davis.
Davis, yeah.
Davis grew up gates.
Davis grew up behind the gates and in a great community, big homes, butler, security guards, cameras. But yeah, I don't understand the obsession with this, especially because like if that's not who you are and not in your lifestyle, that's just something you don't need to do. It's like an ongoing plight with plenty of people in our community where it's just like it's something that you want to be a part of, but it's not really who you are. Like that was a whole shtick with potentially Tekashi 6ix9ine. There's a whole plight with CJ, the Whoopty song. Like allegedly like he wasn't really a part of any gangs. He just took Whoopty and ran with it and stuff like that. So all that stuff is like what y'all doing? Y'all putting yourself in bad situations. You messing up the money. And it's really just a fucked up situation. I say all that to say this though as well. Bro, this nigga's 23 years old. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, nigga. When I was 23, I was doing dumb shit. But what I'm saying though is that when I was young, I wasn't accessible to the same resources and money and stress that Ja is. So I don't know what's going on in his mental. Like if I had a bunch of money when I was younger and I was there, without a doubt, people would have been around me, without a doubt, trying to manipulate me or influence me in the wrong direction.
Isn't it? But look, this is fascinating to me. You're right about that. Like, who knows what his influences are, right?
Yeah.
Especially in the heart of Memphis.
You think you would have been what you call it?
But
you think so? Oh, you have Waleed in your corner. Waleed, he's a good friend.
I just don't think
he points you in the right direction, man.
I don't think I'll be waving guns.
Oh no, I would never do that. That right there, I would never do. However, what I'm saying is though, even beyond the waving guns, like the way he tweets, the things that he does, the whole him with the 17-year-old in the mall, like all that stuff, like those are things that I can easily see people get manipulated when they get caught up in certain situations that most of us would never get caught up in because we don't have that type of influence and lack of like. There's no need for many 23-year-olds to have this level of discipline and structure in their life because they don't earn this type of money.
That's true, but he has to though, and
without a doubt he has to.
He knew that because he was a star in high school. He was a star in college. Like it's not like he just came up on the field or nothing like that. Like he's seen this coming. Maybe not to this level, but this nigga's basically a star in the NBA now. So it's like
basically he is a star, and they be trying to push him, but they trying to push him. Bro.
I'm saying though, like, look, man, Ja, all right. There seems to be this obsession, and I don't think it happens with other communities. I don't think like other communities of people are like, nah, I struggle more than you. I struggle more than you.
But you said this before,
and it's something beautiful to struggle and overcome for sure. That's a beautiful story. But like, if the only way you get appreciated in your community is by struggling a lot, then you're gonna have people that pretend to do it. But the problem with that logic is, if we use that logic and expand it to the world, we're not struggling here. We're living like kings here because we just go. That video Mr. Beast uploaded in South Africa, he was talking about how niggas didn't even have shoes.
Damn, he's still doing that, man?
Yeah, he's still being a menace.
God damn, I hate when he gives people
damn. So they could avoid infection and so they could actually walk to school and stuff like that.
He recorded that shit too, right?
He made money off it. He used the money to do more charitable things, but I just hate that he did it though.
Oh man,
I hate
impacted how many lives?
20,000.
Fuck, he recorded all that shit. That's a fucking menace.
Fucking
man.
pisses me off.
Anyway. You said this before though, about like in the black community for whatever reason, struggling is almost a part of the identity of being black, and so it ends up being like the detriment in some instances. And I think this is a perfect example.
It's a perfect example
where you're just now all of a sudden you're losing opportunity just because you're trying to uphold some lifestyle. And I think it's the same that goes back to like the whole, maybe not all the way, but like the whole Michael B. Jordan thing, where like or just in the black community in general, the concept of being a corny black guy and you're doing things that isn't normal. Like that's just how a lot of us grew up in, especially in the States. Like, bro, for whatever reason, if you did things that were not viewed as societal norms for black people to do, like if you listen to something that wasn't like, you weren't listening to rap and R&B, like, what the fuck are you listening to? If you decided to do something that wasn't sports or anything like that, like, like, what are you doing? Like, all those things are just weird. Kobe got he got made fun of when he was coming up.
That's why I was trying to remember if that was a real story.
Yeah, he did.
Because Kobe was like from
Italy.
Yeah, and niggas used to think like, oh, this nigga's not tough. So Kobe had to like compensate by actually being like really tough,
being tough
and surprising niggas. Like, hey, look, bro, if you had to just appreciate other people's success regardless of what position they came from. Like some niggas, like their dad was a millionaire, it helped a lot. They had resources and networks. Some niggas, they were broke in America, but broke American still has infinitely more resources than a middle class person in fucking Ghana, right? And so, but it's like if you just sit there comparing your situation to other people's situations, you're not gonna feel any happiness. And I feel like a lot of the time we don't even credit people with shit. Like, I see it so often. People just think that you don't struggle if you didn't come from nothing. And there's some pride that should come with being able to overcome the odds, for sure. But being successful in your life is overcoming the odds.
I was about to say, that's but that's the problem, is that for whatever reason, like, becoming a millionaire is not enough. Like, you gotta become a millionaire, single parent, in the hood, slept on the floor, no lights, barely had running water, and you had to just struggle with gang members, and somebody tried to just take advantage of you, and your teacher told you you're gonna be a failure, and you have a broken leg, and you still had to overcome all that. Just becoming a world-renowned athlete is not enough.
It's not enough.
That's not enough.
NBA players is so well connected that there's no way the people you keep around you are inspiring this type of behavior. It's insane to me. When you get to pick and choose who your circle is, and your circle is inspiring this type of activity, they should absolutely be on your ass for everything you did. And I really do hope you get whatever help is needed. I'm not quite sure what he's going through.
They said he go to a counseling facility in Florida. I think that's great. I think that's, something he may need. It may be other things that's also going on that we don't know as well. This might just be scratching the surface. And so I always tell people, yes, what he did is dumb. Let's be clear. What he's doing is dumb. It's bad decisions. He shouldn't do it. As I say that, I'm going to take the time out and applaud LeBron, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, KD, Carmelo Anthony, all those other fine gentlemen, because we went like a long stretch in NBA history without there being any like massive problem. And I think those people should be applauded for. LeBron came in the NBA as a teenager, bro. As a teenager, was dealt like a massive amount of money, influence, fame, responsibility, and he's held that down for 20 years now. Like, most people would make those mistakes, and that's fine. That's completely fine. It's life. That's what you do, and you grow from it. And I hope Ja Morant grows from it as well. And I hope he kind of picks up the pieces, because he's a great young athlete.
Oh, he
is
so entertaining.
So
man.
entertaining.
You convinced me to watch Memphis games. Mike
man.
Conley couldn't even do that.
And Marc Gasol.
And Zebo.
And Rudy Gay. Yo, but let's know your thoughts about Ja Morant in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell.
Hey, it wasn't even because I was tired or nothing, but I'm most likely gonna upload this. I ain't even had nothing to say. I just like sitting there listening to it, bro. Like, it wasn't much to say. Like, I like watching these niggas, man. Like, keep you humble, keep you with an open mindset, all that, bro. Just two top tier niggas, man. I ain't even had nothing to say, to be honest, bro.